Welcome to Moonlight Truths Tarot. I am Mama Solily, Earth Elements. Now, you may think we're here for the Earth signs, but that's not completely so. We are coming into the Earth element because the Earth signs is about the grounding, the material, the physical things, the tangible things that we can touch. So we are going in for this Capricornus season. We're going to see what the earth element needs you to know, see, hear, confirmation, signs, synchronicities. I don't know. This is also the energy within the Capricornus in us surrendering to our expectations and allowing the universe to unfold our ultimate goals for us. Lean not on your own insight or your own understanding, but leaning on the understanding of the divine, supreme, the source, life that lives in your physical body. So do keep in mind, this is still general, okay? There may be tidbits, pieces of the puzzle that may be here for you. You may want to check out all of the elements, okay? Because, the air element is about our mind. It's our thought, how we're processing, how we're planning in our minds, right? The fire element is the soul driven, our desires, our assertiveness, right? What is the other one? The water element, right? It's our nurturing abilities. It's our love. It's our emotions, our mood. Okay, so just to let you know why it's really important not to segregate the elements, because we need all of the elements to keep us well collaborated. So that's like the north, the south, the east, and the west. They still go together with each element within the crosses. Each element is present. There's not two fires, there's not two waters, there's no two earths, and no two airs. Okay, it has to be equally balanced all the way around the board, holistic. And you have to know when you need to implement more of another element. Is that a cut? I don't know. Supreme creative source, ancient of the ancient ancestors in the higher realms of our greatest good. What is it that we, the collective individuals, need to see, hear, and know at this time in regards to the energy of the earth? All that jazz, you know what to do here in the YouTube streets by now. No one should have to tell you what to do. I come with my faults, my flaws, my hiccups, and all my imperfections, and my interruptions too, and sometimes my irritations. I will attach to this the collective message that I did coming into this. Anyways, family and trust. This wolf spirit here, it's really feeling like what's coming in, or, well, that Capricornus energy brings in the Cancer. That is the home. But there's something physically that we're not trusting. I'm debating on which cards. There's something that we're not trusting that may need to be brought to a close, because the crystal cave is exposure too, like the crystals, the magic, but it's also on number 9 as well. I don't know if you can see that, but that's also on number 9, which is the universal year that we're about to transition from. We're going to be coming into the energy of the 1, the 10. So that is the breaking through the threshold as well, because that's the rebuilding, that's the rebirthing, right? To begin again. Let's get some cards on this. This plate is so hot right now. Whoa. I want to get it off of there just in case it tries to melt it. I don't want to take no chances. I'm at the resin that I put inside, so it's like extra, but it's coming towards me. I'm gonna have to manage through it. Anyways, it's so hot. Let it go behind me. Let's see. Yeah, let it go behind me. Earth element. What do we need to see about? What is this physical trust? Something, trusting something physically, almost like a sign in a synchronicity, or maybe trusting in what the family is showing you. You know, family is here, so trusting in what you're picking up. You know, what is their body language saying? You know, how are they communicating? Oh, they're communicating with me shorthanded. Trust in that. Oh, they don't want to be bothered. Trust it. Justice. I need to get these cards out. There's some family secrets, earth elements, for who this particular energy is for. There's some family secrets that's going to be coming forward. Some of you are in the process, I'm hearing right now, stomaching some of the things that you have discovered. And it's changed, it's shifted something major in you. What is this shift? You had to go to the flow. On the left-hand side, the feminine, the maternal, some type of maternal justice. We have two cards. Maternal justice. It was in reverse. And the Ace of Wands. I changed that one how I flipped it because I knew the moon was in reverse, but I don't know how they fell. So I'm going to take them. The fear. It's like the soul, the beginning of the soul, the fear. Family fear. It's almost like the taboo or the mystics, the shamans, the things that were told to be evil, wrong, the taboo, the secrets. It's like ancient ancestral knowledge that some of the family have been holding on. There's some type of documentation, there's some type of evidence. And there's a need for you to trust in the evidence because this is giving fire energy here within this earth, but then here's the fire that you're possessing. And this is like trusting in what you come to discover, because I'm seeing the earth here in the meadow, out in the sacred forest. I'm also hearing that some of you have an interest in certain bushcraft or fond of being in the woods to receive certain information. It's a lot in this energy, earth elements. This is a collective whole, okay? Collective consciousness. So there's going to be bits and pieces, and you have to take and grab the parts and dissect it from the main message. But there is a maternal truth or a maternal magic, psychic abilities that is housed in your lineage, in your moon, in your DNA. And it's like there's physical evidence. Who I am reading, who I am consulting at this point, there's physical evidence of these particular gifts that are showing up for you. And it's causing you to, because it's not practical, it's not logical, it's not normal. So it's causing you to distrust your instincts. But there's a strong ancestral that is here to help you bring things into balance. So you don't tip, I'm hearing tip over the scale or lose it. I'm hearing there's an ancestor that's like like they're intercessing, like they're intervening in maybe a situation, especially if this is a really hard truth that someone here may be dealing with. It's like there's ancestors that are intervening so that you don't actually tip over the scale. Yeah, because this fire too in the beginning stages can be very hot, you know, untamed, like the page of wands, just new to the craft, and just want to see and experiment with so many different things. So it's like the ancestors are trying to keep you grounded, keep you from tipping over, yeah, I can. Okay, earth element, I can relate to that due to a conversation that me and my sister had earlier today, and what I was expressing to her. And I was asking my guides and, my ancestors, to really assist me to really see how I'm holding myself up. What truth, do I need to see? What of me needs to be revealed that I have not completely addressed because I cannot completely see it all. Sometimes we have to have family on the outside that's not necessarily your blood, to bring these messages to you the way that you need them within those hard truths. And my sister, she gave it to me today. Like, you putting too much thought into that. You blowing that up into something that you don't even need to be concerned about right now. Like, you need to chill. You need to bring your mind back, keep it simple. I'm like, oh, thank you, sister. I need it. I need it. So shout out to you, sis. Yeah, so that's what this is looking like. This is what this is feeling like. This is exposures, earth elements. There's exposures. Your either or, remember, past, present, future is all one. So you can be on different areas of this. Okay. But it's to assist you. I feel like the deathing part to be rebirth is to face your fears, to face the things in the shadow. I'm hearing in the shadow of your emotions, in the shadow of your mind, and in the shadows of your heart. Because what I'm hearing is that there's parts of the lower emotions you've cast away. You've cast them away. It's almost like you have those areas of your heart locked away in a box, sealed in concrete, I hear, for some. Cold. And I feel like this is has been affecting your physical, but this isn't physical spirit. This is very spiritual in this earth element. But this is tangible evidence that is happening. There's supernatural things experiencing that you're having in your awakened reality. You may have a deck of cards or your keys right here, and you were here the whole time, but how did your keys get over here? Some of you might be just kind of just in thought or whatever, and you start to see images, imprints in your mind just from closing your eyes. Some of you may be hearing your name being called or hearing someone being knocking at the door. This is in your physical reality. You're having these experiences. Some of you are seeing things or seeing orbs or seeing lights. There's someone's here in the collective that is outside within your everyday endeavors, and there's certain things, promptings, or certain things that you hear, or like certain nudges that that you feel to either speak something to someone, give something to someone, um, give charity to someone, a helping hand to a perfect stranger, um, go to the shelter or go to the food bank, and you're not trusting in it because of the high expectations, and or because of the things that you were once told were wrong or unaccepted or unacceptable. The body, I hear. Are we going to this body, or do you want to go to the body as in the tarot? Okay. I do desire that if you're still here, I do desire that you are comprehending the message, okay? But these are supernatural things that have been passed down into your blood, and there's physical things that are happening around you, and you're caught off guard for a lot of you. Even those that have already had some experiences, things are changing more. It's like there's more exposure to the realm of the ethers. But that feeling of family secrets, exposure, documents, okay, because justice, that's also like the court or the lawyer here. Oh, hidden truths behind money. Wow, I'm hearing embezzlement, but I'm hearing embezzlement, so I'm going to say embezzlement, but that's not to the family. So I don't know. I'm just going to shut my mouth, but um, injustice, okay, around money, something around money, land, lot, deed, plot, lot, yeah, lot, not plot, lot, could be plot, I don't know, still land. But of the healing body, of the healing bones, of the physical body, y'all serious too. This may be a little lengthy. See, this is where I would go ahead and get this, and then I would have some type of platform for an extended, for an extended message, because there's so much in this energy for the earth elements. But let's see what wants to pull forward for the earth element within the body. The brain. Is that not the brain has to trust its own judgment, its own righteous, yeah, its own righteousness, its own governing. You don't feel like it, you don't want to do X, Y, and Z, don't do it. You don't like the car, you don't like the coat, you don't like the gift, express it. It says higher consciousness. This is what we're here to evolve. And the higher consciousness of our minds, our brain, helps us to plan how we maneuver in our physical everyday life. It says thinking clearly and duality. This is understanding that there is a balance in everything that we do, and harmony. Where there is an I, there is an us. Where there is a we, there is a me. Where there's a collective, there's an individual. So with that being said, some of you are separating. We said that. That's that heart in the locket closed off in the back, or an area of the mind clocked off in the back. Like the critical. I just heard some of you may need to take the critical thinker and lock it and put it in the back. Okay. Okay. The critical thinker, right? That Virgo aspect of self within this earth element in the zodiacs. Okay. It's interfering, I hear. Okay. Okay. They said there's one more. Hold up. I'm getting something. Recircuitry of the brain. Recircuitry. And I'm asking inside, well, what part? What do you mean recircuitry? Yeah, recalibrating, redirecting, rerouting. Um, mm, the nervous system, the communication, the nervous system throughout the physical body. So there's fogginess, there's fog, illusion, deception, matrix, the physical elements. My physical elements for me right now that is hindering and stopping me from going to a higher level within my vibration and my frequencies is my cigarettes. The overconsumption. Because my team tells me all the time, we don't mind that you smoke. It's just you do it too much. Because everything, even a fruit, has a negative and a positive. Too much of anything can knock you off balance. My coffee's cold. The left and the right hemisphere. You know, the logical, creative, you know, the split, right? The separation of the brain. But both parts of the brain, the dualities of the brain, belong together. Even those areas that you've locked away in your heart, or those areas that you've locked away within your mind, they work together. Your fears are fuel. You know, like I said, like in the message that I did before this one, you know, because this is giving that fire Aries, the beginning, the one, right? So it's like I was saying with me is I've conquered, I've gone through the stage fright and how, you know, identity and showing up, right? I'm getting lost. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go, digress. How clear the air, because there's a lot here. I lost my thought. So, I mean, I had my thought, but I lost my thought at the same time. It's like it was drifting way too fast. And I was trying to pull it back, and I couldn't quite pull it back fast enough of my desire. And my inner voice of me said, just let it go. So let's just let it go. What was spoken is the piece or the piece to the puzzle that you may have needed to finish something else that you may have written down, or something that you may have been working or processing through. But right now I am lighting some Palo Santo um, to assist me a little bit. I need some of that for myself. Are you serious? Pick at the brain. What do you mean pick at the brain? Like nitpick the brain. Nitpicking the brain. Searching out the fear. Because that's going to help you to ground and trust your physical walk. I don't get it. I don't know. It's not everything that I channel is not all meant for me to get, okay? There's something else here. But I just heard it again. Just proceed forward. Move them like this, because the moon and justice feels like the brain. And the bones, the foundation, the structure, the physical, the nervous system. This has something to do with the nervous system, the rewiring the nervous system for the sake of your well-being. There's some connections. Look, we got buttocks at the bottom. There's some connections here that you need to know that are important, important matters that may need to be addressed here. There's something critical in the energy, physical critical in the energy, like maybe possibly a choice, maybe split between two thoughts. But maybe that's the ancestors helping, intervening as well, Maybe you need to ask the ancestors to intervene. Ask them for their help being hand, and trust in the direction that you're led. The embodiment. How do you want to go? Do you want to go blue, or are we going red? We're going red. This is an no red. They said this is an anchoring. I don't have any green out, do I? There's an anchoring. What's needed to anchor? That's too high. Where are you, my dear? The Energy Oracle deck. You try to be organized, but then you still find yourself disorganized because you forget where you put shit at. But you know you have your things in certain places, but still have not learned the order. Take that for who that is for. That we'll go here. Okay, thank you for making it easy. We'll go here. This is grounding. So take that message right there for what it is. You get things organized, but yet it's functional, but it's still dysfunctional. It's like, yeah, like this card situation. Like, oh God. Anywho, and having so many. This is what the takeaway to assist you to ground, to help to anchor you in those moments when your saboteur or your traumatized ego may try to come forward, or when your emotions or those around you, your family, your coworkers, it doesn't matter, may try to test you, or try to, test you. I'm just going to say try to test you, or try to get you to move. But also remember, it's important for you to acknowledge what it is that you feel. Okay. For you to acknowledge your discerning, I'm hearing your discernment, your discerning capabilities within your decision making. Earth element. Get it in harmony. Bring your yin and yang together. Bring the two hemispheres of your brain together. It's important for you to connect the night and the day, the sun and the moon together. It's time for the joining. It's time for the equilibrium to be balanced, for you to bring equilibrium in your physical reality, to release the things that you need to release, right? That is physically around you, whether it's decluttering, whether it's downsizing, whether it's you have 3 vehicles and you need to minimize to 1 vehicle. If it's you have 100 shoes and 50 tennis shoes, sorting out and really looking at the things that you're just not interested in anymore. That's like with me and my wardrobe. I'm just not comfortable in the skin of it anymore. And it's either I need to get to the sewing machine and do some alterations and do some changes, or I just need to get rid of them altogether and just work with very few items until I can accumulate, or until I can buy piece by piece by piece, or create and make piece by piece by piece until I have a wardrobe again. Anywho's, so I do desire, my earth elements, that you're able to make some sense here in this message. And until next time, I thank you for allowing me to share your space, and toodaloo.